Hello, everybody. Hello, Pistol. Hello, Night Clerk. I am joined by the Stormy Chan. Say hi, Storm. Storm, you there? Hmm. I think I've lost Storm. Well, that's all right. We'll find out what's going on when Storm comes back. Anyway.
Wait a minute, I don't seem to be hearing you.
Hi. There you are. Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. You there, Storm?
Oh my gosh, I just realized what I'm doing wrong. Like an idiot.
What?
Can I hear you now?
No, you cannot hear me now.
Yay, I can hear him now.
Oh, God. One might think you were like a sound engineer or something. Jeez.
Yeah, well, once in a while somebody just kind of forgets that they might have unplugged something.
Yeah, see,
Like
I have this mental image of like your little man cave down there is just like nothing but a mess of the cables, like from like the Matrix and whatever, with all the cables all over the floor.
How do you know my life?
I have seen these things.
Yes.
Alright, so let's hop back in The Witcher here. So I played a lot of Gwent. I mean a lot of Gwent. And I got all the money and I ran around in the limited area that we were in and murdered lots of things. So now I am wearing Nilfgaard armor. And I am carrying much better weapons. And yeah, I am generally ready to kick ass now. So, when we left off, what had we done? We had...
Last big thing I saw was we had investigated, or we had begun the investigation of the disappearance of the Baron's wife and daughter.
Oh, yeah. That was it.
We had talked to the little girl that Ciri had rescued. We had fought the werewolf and his weird lady who got his wife killed.
Yes.
And...
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the last thing. Yep. So... that mission was in here, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip back over to the main mission, which is finding the Peller, who was the witch doctor, whoever that the Baron's wife had met, because he apparently gave her this this little talisman thingy. So we are going to go talk to him and say hi. Say hello.
Yes.
He's also the one that supposedly shags his goat.
I do recall that particular piece of dialogue coming up.
We'll get the old bugger, you'll see.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries. Lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Alright, we will use our special juju to make these idiots go away.
To leave now.
Do
Yeah.
You do.
Well, let's go then.
I do love that.
Yep.
Prick.
Called me a...
Gotta wonder about a man who could
Prick.
get Edric's friends all worked up.
Alright. Now we will talk to the Peller. Uh-oh. I don't see a goat there.
Interesting.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
Yes, those are chicken feet. He does have a chicken foot necklace.
Poor Rail.
I don't think Rail has that many feet.
Rail is a Lovecraftian elder chicken.
Aye.
As the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke, and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay. Peller don't know. But the spirits could know. The Peller will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those
Oh,
men
no.
must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for 'em.
Oh, the amount of smartassery is epic.
Okay, so Rail made some joke about that early on about wild strawberries, so I guess I get that now.
Yep. Correct. Ah, there it is. Where's my little bell? Here's my little bell. See? Now I can ring the bell.
Yay.
I ring the bell. Yes, there are wolves. I don't like that sound, but I have to kill the wolves.
Had puppy noises.
I don't like that sound.
Oh, speaking of happy puppy noises, Dad and Mr. Gibbs returned last night.
Yay! How
And,
was the trip?
There you are.
Yeah, the trip went really well. And
Here, goat.
I was actually very happy that I was able to show my dad
Hoofed and
one of Tex's videos for once and have him actually be interested.
The Tex Talks history one?
All right.
Yeah,
Time
like
to try the bell.
Dad like sci-fi and such, but he can't really find himself getting into like, you know, video game settings and whatnot, just because it's not his, you know, world.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting something like that was like finally able to kind of share that little bit of my life with him.
Does your father know what you have wrought with the
Oh, he's
ox and
aware
elves?
of the kind of he's aware of the kind of stuff. He just doesn't, you know this world.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he know what you have done?
Where the hell did you go?
He knows that there is power in my work. And more than that, I will not say.
Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid! What now, you piece of filth?
Oh. Sorry, Diggs.
Poor D.
Yep.
He was just a dwarf and he was digging his hole.
No, he was a very large, angry bear, and he was about to eat Princess. Oh, did you see that? Ursine Master Steel Sword Mastercrafted?
Yeah.
So, I will... Okay, don't let me forget that. After I get this stupid-ass goat back to her husband.
Yes.
Alright, where the hell are you, goat? There you are.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Yes, Geralt, you do.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Alright.
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Slight head shake.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The white wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back.
This is where her girl just shoves his hand in a tree and pulls out a squirrel.
Close. Apparently goat...
no.
Yes, goat milk is part of this. No, he's got a rat.
Will this do?
His name shall be Rat Splitter.
They are not here. That is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone, the child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
tell
He
you
was
all this.
drunk that
Should come
night.
here after it happened.
This gets kind of dark, but there is a good ending to this.
So I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
Yep.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Huh.
Why do you want its blood?
Yep.
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefathers' Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
Remember that.
Shall be no far Father's
Heard of
Eve
one
this
witcher
year.
who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming. That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
That will be our path.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Yep.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
we are about to see, as you've described it, the human train wreck in play.
Yo, yes.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Now he sells...
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Yeah, and he always talks about himself in third
With the
person.
dead
It's
that
weird.
come haunting, peace must
Yeah.
be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve, or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could use a few
Okay,
potion
so he
ingredients.
speaks to
Tell me what you
spirits
got.
specifically.
Yeah, he's kind of a witch doctor. Also, I have a lot of money now. I told you I played a lot of Gwent.
Oh my.
I played a
Oh my.
Yeah, I played a lot of Gwent. Okay, so you see he sells a whole shit ton of diagrams
Mm-hmm.
and also another bomb and stuff. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Oh god, you did it. You did it again.
I did as Rail would have me.
I knew what I was getting myself into, but
Of course you do. You always knew. You always knew what would come.
I did. Alright.
Sell all the things.
No, I'm buying all the things.
Buy all the things.
Yes. Now, oh, we can make a new bomb. Northern wind freezes foes. Okay. Sweet.
So long.
Okay, so the diagram that I found, the mastercrafted sword.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go over here to crafting, and then I think it was a steel sword. Yes. Notice how much more damage this does.
Damn.
But here's the thing. You will see that... Actually, you can't see it. There's like 4 levels of swords. And as you can see, the previous level sword is a requirement to build this one. So even though I have the diagram and I've got most of the ingredients, I still can't build it. Because basically what I have to do is I have to start with a base level sword and then work up to this one. There's 5 levels. There's like the base one, then there's 2 more, then there's Superior, Mastercraft, and then the add-on added one called Grandmaster. Those things hurt a lot. Yeah. Those are supremely badass swords. But yeah, you don't get those till endgame. Alright, so here we go. So basically what this is it's a miscarriage, is what this creature is that kind of
I gathered that.
Yeah. So we're gonna head back to the dipshit himself. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Oh yeah. This part. It would appear that things are on fire. That's not good.
Castle's on fire! Set the stables afire!
And you've been warned, I might have to save Scum part of this here, because there's a thing that you have to do right.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk old fool tottering about again. Don't calm me down. Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
So we'll save here. We'll go up. If I could use the ladder, that'd be good. So basically what I think you do is you use your...
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
I did.
That's a nice way of being intense.
Yeah. So I think I rescued him. It's on fire, Bully Snake, trust me.
Extremely fiery.
Oh, shit. I'm a moron. Hang on, Bully Snake.
Miscarried. Was that before or after you were
I'll fix in a second.
Fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Alright. punch the Baron.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Knocked out the Baron.
We need to talk.
Alright, let me fix this. Alright, it should be fixed.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story.
Yep,
She always knew how to spark
he
my ire.
was a wife beater.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you're a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they'd run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
So, we'll pick this one.
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead.
So that was wayside the bedroom.
I remember those details.
Yep.
Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
For the record, Tamara is in her 20s. She's not like a young girl. So.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born.
Pro tip: don't have children to try to fix a
Understand,
marriage.
Witcher. My
Boy.
child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
That was my reaction.
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Yep.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her. And I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Yep.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Okay.
So,
we're-
scale of 1 to 10, this story's pretty fucking real.
A
Yep.
bit further.
But it's got
Follow
a
me.
good ending.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I trust you on that. It's just, holy damn.
Yep. This is dark.
And I say that as a profound
Give the
consumer
child
of
a
such
name.
games.
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look,
And there it is. So we'll
Take
turn
it
it.
in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Yep. Yep.
Back to the fortress.
What?
Jeez, a
This-
pro.
As I recall, you
Yep.
were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
As I said, this will have a good ending, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to walk under the darkest clouds to get back into the sunlight.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Yep, so now a bunch of these things appear.
Do something.
I'm working on it. Come on, come here. Then I gotta use...
It's writhing something fierce. Can't hold it. Calm it somehow. Don't just stand there plowing. Do something.
There we go. So you use Yurden to take out the specters, and then you use the Axie spell to calm this thing down.
What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
So you know the Roman myth about the Lairs,
Yeah.
the household spirits. That's
Oh, yeah.
essentially what this is.
Yeah, it's given the origin of The Witcher, I'm guessing it's probably based on like the Domovoy,
We're coming. Need to hurry.
which are that sort of Polish equivalent
Yeah.
or Slavic equivalent. But yeah, spirits that can be quite vicious if provoked and quite protective.
Squirming again. Like a daft eel. I cannot hold it.
Come on.
Also, this voice actor would make a good Scotty.
Stopped.
I
Chosen the name.
agree with that.
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya. And embrace thee as my daughter.
I thought that was a good name.
Now bury the body.
So, as you can tell, there's a lot of, like, redemption quests like this in The Witcher. And
Yeah.
you can play them any way you want. Like, you can be a royal bastard, or you can basically help people. So, that's how I play Geralt,
now?
is let's help people.
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
That's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
This actually does lead to the Baron getting himself sober.
Interesting.
So, yeah, there's a lot of redemption stuff in this game, which I like because that's a positive thing, and people deserve second
By
chances
blood's power, I
for the
summon
most
you.
part.
With your name, I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea.
And now she's a
Lead me to
lubberkin.
those bound to you by blood.
So basically, she's a guardian spirit now.
Yeah. You know, you would think this is absurd, but it honestly is just all the more creepy and intense. Having the floating,
Time to water the horses.
having the floating fetus corpse.
There is that. I really, really, really like the storytelling in this game, and I think this is another one of those games that really gets like consequence enforcement right. Like the consequences of your decisions are very real in this game, which I absolutely love, and it's got a pretty good spectrum of not all things are binary A and B kind of thing. So I think that kind of color adds a lot to the storytelling. And again, you know, you can play this a lot of ways. Like you could be, you know, an absolute train wreck, you could be like a Sith, you could be kind of neutral, or you could be an absolute bro. And like Rael and I were saying, we tend to play as bros, so...
Yeah, which in most games that is my typical answer, because I just don't feel good about being a dick in some of these types of games.
I don't either. Okay, so she's saying...
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
So she's saying, let's look around here. So...
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here.
And...
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Okay. Oh! The insect things. Andrega.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, large, not good, nope. But yeah, this game has well earned its way into one of my favorite of all time games. Like, this is just so well done.
Yeah.
Oh, these are rot fiends. These things are a giant pain in the ass.
Rot fiends, so like just corpses that were left to rot and turn.
Watch what it does.
Oh boy, it's a floaty boy.
It explodes. The good thing is
still with a closer look.
Oh, Lay is playing. So if the rot fiends explode close to another rot fiend, even if it's at full health, it'll detonate the other ones. So
they're all that chain bang.
Yep. That's just juicy. So, we appear to have dead horse. Horse is missing its head. That's not good.
Decapitated.
Decap a horsed.
Somebody's playing Godfather.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
Yep.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
So, if we can remember, I will tell you what happened. To the horse later in the game. Because I thought it was that cockatrice, the shrieker, that we haven't finished yet, but it's not. In fact, we are going to go finish that quest because I should be strong enough now.
The fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
So let's just barge on in.
Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son's said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing over the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. But then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Okay.
What
She did
marks?
magic.
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat. And before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Okay. So, those are good people. They helped.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
So, that was dark, but again, it had a good ending. So, that's how I like to play Geralt. So the world can be a shit place, but you know what? We can, we can make choices. So, all right. I did not blow up this monster den, so I'm going to go blow that up now. Let's go blow it up together, Storm.
Yes.
And then we'll take care of the Shrieker thing, because I should be able to kill it now. Alright.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Alright. Drop bomb. Okay. Ghoul nest is toast. Now let's go kill the Shrieker.
Why not just shriek at a killer?
Well, it is a killer. You can shriek at it as I kill it, if you wish. That is... Whee! Thank you. That's entirely an option.
I just heard myself over the repeat.
It was pretty grand.
Mr. Bully Snake wishes us to know ugly.
Yes, that thing was heckin' fugly, but again. Here's... Is this the way in? I forget. I'll forget. All right. Where was... Here it was. Okay. Hopefully I won't get my face torn off. Alright, I think I gotta throw a bomb up there. Salmon, grape shot, or dancing star. Oh, I also installed a an inventory quick access so I can quick access most of my potions and stuff. And that would have been insanely handy to have all the times I've played this. Okay?
Damn it, it's not here. Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away. There it is. Won't get away this time.
Big, angry chicken.
Let's dance.
Oh, it's that Lovecraft chicken I spoke of earlier.
Yes.
What did we name him again? Rail.
Rail, the angriest of chickens.
Angry rail noises intensify.
I told him that he was welcome to join us, but I think his D&D game is tonight.
Yes. And he has that sniper to play. Also, just everything about the atmosphere of this game is perfect.
It really is an outstanding game. There we go.
Yeah, because, like, you know, like, a game like this, maybe 5 years earlier, they probably would have done the piss filter to it.
Yes.
And they didn't. Instead, like, the ground, or if they wanted that brown effect, that autumnal effect, they actually colored the plants that way.
Yep.
And, like, you know, during this very dark stuff, he's, you know, in the rain with his hair blowing, and it's all proper 80s that way.
So, one of the things that they did... So, CDPR has a rough history with releasing,
Yeah.
quasi-finished games, but I don't give a shit. I will support them through thick and thin, because they genuinely try.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there's a difficulty when somebody gets that hard on your hype train.
Well, and also when you've got devs that are legit doing everything they can, doing the best that they can, they know how, and they're good at what they do, but if they're being driven by, you know, people that just see dollar signs and want to, you know, extract maximum value instead of, you know, release a quality product, then you end up like shit that happened with Cyberpunk, which is a fucking crying shame, but at least they fixed it, right?
Yeah.
So, what they did with this game that I absolutely love when they actually do it is all of the, like, the textures and stuff that you see with the enhanced edition. This is actually fan-made. There was a fan-made, like a 4K definition project, and CDPR basically, you know, contacted them and said, hey, you know, we want to use this, and they said, fucking, you know, do it, man. So, the textures and stuff in this are all from the fan project. Which is wonderful, and exactly what I think should be happening with mods. Like, if a mod is good enough, I think developers should, you know, incorporate that into the game. But, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, it's one of the crying shames about, to quote you, about,
Shrieker won't trouble you anymore.
Sorry.
Thank you, Master
Reading the
Witcher.
dialogue distracted me just
Your
now.
reward,
Ain't much, but as they say,
But
take
sorry,
care of the
one of the crying
pennies.
shames about Bethesda games is like
Keep
the
the
mod
coin.
scene for
You took an
Skyrim
orphan.
is
Need it more than I
out
do.
fucking standing, and so little of it gets real recognition.
Yeah.
Well, we thank ye from the bottom of my heart.
So my first experience with Elder Scrolls was with Morrowind, like almost back
Yeah.
when it was new. And I didn't really know too much about modding it. I did a few mods. Like the one I remember doing was like this
This damn
like a mana regen one, because I did not like how you don't regenerate mana. But I didn't mod that game too heavily. The game where I went fucking crazy with modding and I learned like just how deep that rabbit hole goes was Oblivion.
Yeah. Oh, it goes quite deep. Yep. I've been into Morrowind since I was in middle school, and that meant I was just an automatic shoe-in for the Skyrim and
Oh yeah.
Oblivion fandoms, and then for Fallout as well when Bethesda started handling that property. And I mean, they've made some questionable decisions, but by and large, I've liked the games. But like, yeah, it's just like you said, a shame, you know, that a lot of these kind of fan works don't get as well recognized.
Yeah.
And I sort of understand the broad need to, you know, keep an IP, like, you know, safely controlled. But I imagine you could do that and still, you know, give an official sort of push to these people.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Now, of course, you also want to make sure then they don't start inversely exploiting said modding community, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't want an unhealthy relationship. Okay, this quest is a long one, but I actually like this one. So
Help an old feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night blasphemers pox take and profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Warts and mange? Sounds dangerous. Fine, I'll help you. Done.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts. And the gods will guide ye.
okay.
You're awful.
So that's a fairly long quest. Like, we're not going to be done with that for quite a while. But the end of it, I thought, was rather good. We'll come to that. Okay, so one of the other things that I picked up that I think you might have seen was the boxing stuff. The fist fighting stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah, at least a tad.
Okay. Well, we're going to go punch some people.
Wunderbar.
Will you join the tournament? Eh? A bit of honest fist fighting to clear the lungs and bowels. Gotta warn you, Jonah can be fierce. Likes to bite. Get me? So, what'll it be?
What are the rules?
We mostly use fists, but no one looks askance at a straight kick to the stones. Defeat Jonah, then Smithy, and stand fish gulper, and you learn the right to face the sergeants. Velen's champion.
We're going to bet a lot of money on ourselves.
All right. Let's see just how fierce Jonah is.
Son, you are going to get an ass whooping.
Feast your eyes on an epic clash between Jonah and the Drifter.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight! Boop.
Drifters defeated Jonah. Could this be a new champion of Velen in the making? Who can tell? You've still Smithy from the inn at the crossroads to defeat, then Fishgulper from Lindenville. I'll leave you to guess what he does.
Wait, what was that last one called?
Fish Gulper. I'll let you guess what he does.
Oh dear.
Alright.
Oh, fun of a stitch.
What?
Well, I'm playing Breath of the Wild as you're playing this, and I'm doing, you know, the final of the Sheikah trials, and the monk that I'm fighting has just turned into, like, 9 monks.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's one of those fights.
That's not good. I recommend that. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, let's do a little bit of alchemy. Oh, the cockatrice one. That's a good one. Enhanced beast oil. Blizzard, I'm missing a golem's heart. Crafting, I'm not going to worry about right now. Characters. Which one? Oh, the Andreco workers. That was it.
So here's a question. What attracts you most to a game?
There is no singular thing that does it for me.
Well, yeah, it's usually not with almost anyone, but
if I had to sum it up, it has to keep my attention, which can be kind of hard to do.
yeah.
Generally, breadth of experience, replayability. The whole graphics thing really doesn't bother me as long as it, you know, it's appropriate for what it is. Like if it's a pixel game, you know, that's fine. I can do pixel games as long as it's not like, you know, a low quality cash grab. I just did pixels because, you know, I didn't want to spend the money on 3D or something like that, right? Another one is modability. I rarely like games as they are published or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, there's a degree of customizing your experience that
Yes.
is,
So
I think, kind of part of the field.
yeah, if the game cannot be modded, that's usually a big red flag for me. But yeah, it just has to hold my attention. So apparently, I did not realize this, but apparently when I was reading the thing about drowners, apparently they are corpses that are reanimated. So this was one of the question marks on the map, and if you look, you'll see this. So there's just standard loot, but you'll see the red one, and if you loot this one, there's a note. And then if you read the note, it will give you a side note. Basically, it gives you a place, and it says like, "Oh, we had treasure here. X marks the spot." So now, what we do is we go back to the map. Shit. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd I go? Maybe I already got it. Okay. Okay, it's shown as completed. Okay, never mind. So let's also work on the other main part of the quest. So, remember how the two things were Ciri visited the Baron and then she quarreled with a witch? Let's go find the witch, or at least figure out what's going on there. What's going on here,
What did
boys?
this man do to you?
Him? Nothing. Appeared in the village, looking to trade his ring for some bread.
But we've no food, none, because of the Black Ones. Trampled our fields, raided our granaries, burnt our orchards. So instead of bread, he'll get a noose.
Please, good folk, do you not have ears? I did not want this war. I have deserted to go home to my wife and child. Take everything I have, but spare my life.
So what do we do?
Release him.
Okay.
Let him go.
Oh, sure. And maybe give him some fixings for the journey. Saddle up a horse for him.
Black Ones showed us no mercy. We show them none in return.
Double down or let him do it?
Hold down.
Tried it the nice way. Gotta try something different.
Speaks with the Black Ones.
I love that.
Didn't see that one before.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm paying attention to the story, but I missed some of the
Thank you.
visual beats.
If you had not come,
If I'd not come, only one man would have died. Really going back to your wife?
yes. She bore a child just before the war started. A girl. I named her Beatrice after her grandmother. Why? Why did you help me?
Lynch
yeah.
mobs. Nothing good ever comes of them. Now go. Stay off the high roads and give any villages a wide berth until you cross the Aruga.
Okay.
Advice in general.
Yep. I wrestled with that one, but in the end, I think that was the right decision when I first came across this.
Yeah.
Because it is true. 4 people died as only opposed to 1, but, you know.
They were also the ones starting it.
Yeah. So, Storm, what do we do with Nope? What is the appropriate course of action with Nope?
Nope.
Praise Zorg.
Ah, yes. Let Zord be well praised. Do these count as crabs, or are these spiders?
No, these are like spider things-ish.
They're bugs.
Yeah, they're bugs. Make me play that goddamn crab game. I gotta talk to... Who am I supposed to do it with? Aiden and Squick?
That's my hope.
Okay. I shall discuss with them. Appropriate plans will be laid.
Mostly, like I said, you know, the greatest thing we can do for our audience is put ourselves through bullshit.
I mean, if we're gonna milk this for everything it's worth, then I think at least you and Rail both need to be there to drink all of my suffering appropriately. It's not witchcraft, it's fire. Whack! Alright. So that's that area taken care of. Okay, yeah, we're working our way on down to the witch. So you have not read any of the Witcher books or played any of the other games, correct?
Correct. I played a little bit of Witcher 2 at a friend's house, but like not enough to have ever really gotten a feel for what that game's all about.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I could not bring myself to really play much of 1 or 2.
Yeah, here they're just kind of jank at this point in life.
Oh, God, the game... Oh, that's the other thing. Whack! Baseball swing, I love that. Gameplay. Like, if a game is awesome, but it has, like, absolute bullshit, like, control mechanics, that kind of stuff, I just can't force myself to do it. Case in point, the only 2 Star Wars games on GOG that I don't own are the Force Unleashed games.
Yeah.
Because the gameplay on those was just hot garbage. It was so bad. I just could not play those games.
Which is interesting, because I have another friend who really liked them and kind of used them as a standard for what he liked in games. But
oh, God,
then again, I'm usually so already reflex incompetent, as you've seen with me playing platformers.
Yes,
like, I tend to favor things like RTSs and RPGs.
Yes, watching you play Metroid was painful. You, my buddy, and I love you, but God, that was horrible. God, that was painful.
How'd you get there? Half past the pond? What are you looking at?
Oh, there's another good, yeah. Jenny of the Woods. So let's, where is it? Where is it?
What thus? What?
What?
Okay, so I just beat the DLC, and
for Breath of the Wild, right?
For Breath of the Wild, and I just got an ancient Sheikah motorcycle.
Okay.
It looks like a robotic unicorn built by an ancient civilization.
Okay. That sounds great.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's weird, but it's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just go with it. Some dev release taking hold of our fields, so then old will swear it'll be a Jenny of the Woods. Drive the foul thing off, handsome reward. Okay, so Jenny O' the Woods.
If you milk it, make sure it's chocolate milk. Thank you, Pistol. And also a Pretzel Bomber. Or Pretzel Bomber. So there we go. Sorry, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Had to be a fight to the death, huh? Also, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We are the abs. We're crazy people.
Oh, he's a Beeple regular. He knows who we are. He is the most bomber of all pretzels.
Yay!
There he is.
This is where this game has truly ascended and transcended from a Zelda game to a Far Cry game.
That's outstanding.
So the notice about Jenny of the Woods, you posted it, right?
Oh, aye, 'twas me. You do it. You's a witcher, is you not?
straight off. A picture in me granny's book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witches. Remember like it were the day. We be afeard of her. But Jenny of the Woods, what's she to you?
Far Cry Hyrule.
I'm on it. Know if anyone's seen Jenny of the Woods? Can tell me more about her.
Old Willem must have, but he won't tell you naught. He were weak of heart. We found him in the fields this morning. Other folk are afeard to go out nights. But you might try Agneta, lives at the end of the village. Word is she saw the wraith.
And nothing happened to her? She wasn't hurt?
Agneta? Outlived 3 husbands, that one. Jenny of the Woods won't do naught to that wench.
God. The fucking humor in this game. Alright, where's old Agneta?
Can't lose hope.
Not from here, methinks.
Here she
What happened to your mum?
Should send him back to the witch. Might cure him of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I didn't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but Sleuth's setting now.
Sleuth.
Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young'uns. Marion's lad. Now that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Some water rats last. They had food for days.
Alright.
Not from here, methinks. Not from Velen. I get it right?
You did.
So, where you from?
Originally, Rivia.
Rivier. Blimey. That's a ways.
A witch lives around here somewhere. You know her?
I do. From afar, that one, like yourself. But she listens, understands. Helpful. Not like the old witch. That one were deaf as a stump and mean to boot.
Know where I can find her?
Go to the pond. Wild swan swam there once. Trail starts there. Follow it to a great stone, drop where it lies by a devil that a farmer tricked into thinking it was a giant egg, then go right into the woods. Go past a destitute cart, and near it find the witch's hut.
Thanks. Been a big help.
I love directions like that. Of course, I can't follow them worth a damn, but you know. Oh, this is it. This is the good one. White Rafford's decoction immediately restores a portion of vitality. This is the good one. That's the one that gets used. No, it's a contract. All right.
They're nightmares.
Wraith that haunts the village. Heard you can tell me about it.
Oh, I saw her. Saw Jenny of the Woods with mine own eyes. Like I sees you now, Witcher.
What did she look like? In detail, please try.
Truth be told, I didn't see her too clearly. It were growing dim, see, and this pale shape loomed afore me, mist-like. I comes closer, and the cloud thickened, and something like a visage came out of the mist.
What did you do?
What do you think, me love? That I'd wait to see the wraith in full glory? Ran to the village to tell folk what I'd seen.
I see. So she appeared to you just after twilight? Important clue, thanks. You take care now. barefoot.
Ye seek trouble? Don't. It'll find you.
This is true.
A piece
Kind of
of
reminds
fabric,
me of
possibly from a
one of my
dress,
favorite lines
got
from
snagged on the
Kingdom of
undergrowth,
Heaven.
striding
And do
in case
yourself
she was
no
running.
injury. Other men are
Why she
always
tore her
good for
dress.
that.
Somebody chase her.
Who says that? Was that somebody saying that to Balian?
Yeah, during the extended edition, the longer version, the director's cut. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
It's after at the beginning. He's heading back to the blacksmithy, and it's after his brother has been like messing with him.
Oh yeah.
Monk.
Martin
And then
Sheen plays his brother, right?
Yeah, and then the guard at the local brig says that to him.
Couldn't outrun her pursuer. He stabbed her or slit her throat. Strange. Left the knife behind. Dried blood on it. Could come in handy. Dragged the body through here. Clear trail. Lugged the body all the way to the woods. Buried it here. Shallow grave. Murderer must have been pressed for time. Something's sticking out. A letter.
So basically jealous.
Scorned lover killed the woman, seems to me.
Yep.
A night wraith. Alderman probably knew the girl. I gotta ask him.
Yep.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Zura and Baka. Did you know them? They must have lived in this village.
Good God, he knows. 'Tis witchery. They disappeared, both of them, into thin air. We've not seen them a week now.
I found the girl's grave and a letter. It's clear she rejected Baka because she loved another.
Zula and Ontan, aye. We thought they'd fled north to seek happiness there. Buckeye departed round the same time. So that's to mean our Zula's the wraith. Can't be. Such a good lass. And so pretty.
Any idea where they used to meet?
Well, can't say for sure. But the young'uns, they go to the clearing, mostly west of the village, past the fields. Zula. Good gods. Not at all.
No way I can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the wraith away. Stand a chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
That's where you use that like one spell to like keep them bound in the center of it.
It's Yurden. It creates kind of like a it kind of like traps specters is what it does. Okay. So let's go ahead and save. Let's switch over to Yurden.
The night wraith won't appear in daylight. The night wraith won't appear in daylight.
I forget how long I have to meditate for her to show up. Was it 8 o'clock?
The night wraith won't appear in daylight.
Hey, Whacker, I have a thought.
What's that?
The Night Wraith won't appear in daylight.
You know, you're probably onto something here. You know what I think? I think
The Night Wraith won't appear in daylight.
There we go.
I just ran over a goat with a motorcycle. What have you done with your life?
I mean...
Okay, I'm starting to get why one of my friends, one of the ways he tried to kind of sell this game to me in terms of telling me I should play it, which at the time sort of almost persuaded me, but I was also just so busy.
Which is what?
Which was, he said that it was like a medieval version of the show Supernatural, and I kind of see it now.
I have not seen Supernatural. I have not watched much TV at all lately.
Yeah, basically you have a lonely, sexy man wearing dark clothes who may make it with several women, and also has a very strange amount of intimate knowledge concerning certain monsters and demons and why they form the way they do.
I see.
Although Supernatural uses, like, local legends and such in the real world. So kind of like this Jenny of the Woods part, but instead it's like Scary Mary or The Woman in White.
So like more Western type legends as opposed to Slavic, Eastern European stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like The Witcher, if The Witcher was set in
New York.
America. No. The Witcher was set in rural America, like backwoods type stuff. Truck stop, vampire slayers.
Rural Kentucky.
Yeah.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Jenny of the Woods is gone. Got rid of her.
She'll not be back.
No. I know how to dispatch Night Wraiths for good.
Aye, of course. Your reward, as agreed. Many thanks to ye, Master Witcher.
Farewell.
Okay.
We'd have starved long past.
That was a pretty standard contract.
Full of contracty goodness.
Yes.
What isn't standard is the way you'll die! Oh, right. You're not in the same room as me. Dang it!
So are you threatening me, Master Storm?
Potentially.
Well then.
What was that one line? It's like,
large stone near the pond.
wait, Twisp is your evil twin, or sorry, Twasp is your evil twin. Then Twisp, you misunderstand, sir. For Twisp is my evil twin. Twisp, is it true? Do you do evil?
Cart.
Potentially.
Possibly. Maybe.
Show me what you got. The cart.
These things are
Which is somewhere nearby.
All right. Okay, so this is another major character in the Witcher series.
Yeah.
Miss, cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor, pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
So I'm guessing she's like a medicine woman?
She's in
Nope.
a mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say.
Quite a bit more than that.
Or is she straight up a sorceress? Oh, she's a witch.
Ordinary ointment. Nothing special. Normal candle. Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection. Don't often see baubles like this in Velen. Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Okay.
Well, well. Nice.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
Okay, so who is this lady of ladiness?
Her name is Kira Metz, and there is some booba coming up here. Are we... It's probably late enough, it's okay for that, you think? Or should I...
What do we mean? What do we mean, booba? Like
boobs.
Like full showing everything?
Yes, like everything. What do you think?
The game is approved by Twitch, so Twitch won't have a problem. But there's also the concern of, like, you know, though we're like a not for kids channel, we're not explicitly an adult channel. Perhaps just put up your we'll be right back screen and get through.
Actually,
I don't know.
you know, what I can do is I can probably... Did that kill it? Yeah, that killed it. Okay, I just turned off the thing for right now. You'll hear sound.
Greetings, Witcher.
Okay. We're sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not going to be. We don't want to lose the channel over something silly.
Where? Hope you didn't come to board.
No. To talk.
Oh, that is booba.
Turn around and wait.
Her name is Kira Metz.
Yeah, I recall hearing about her during some of the earlier dialogue.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen.
We'll turn that back on.
Hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's
Wow.
grown irritable. Is that any way to greet a friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
So...
Persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
So yeah, that's going to be a major theme for decision making coming up. That is very much a thing. So she was the sorceress advisor to King Foltest, and she's a member of something called the Lodge of Sorceresses, which is basically like the cabal of about 10 or so the most powerful witches, sorceresses in the continent or whatever. So
Yeah.
she is no garden variety witch. She is an extremely powerful sorcerer. And as you can tell, she has a reputation for being a bit of a hedonist. So there is that.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
So as you can tell, a common theme amongst most of the sorceresses of the lodge, they prefer living in luxury. And I mean decadent luxury. So you can see why she's a bit of a grouch being stuck out here.
Mm-hmm.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer. Or who might be listening.
So most of the women Geralt's even remotely involved with tend to be magical ladies.
Like absolute smokehouse sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Probably benefit / hazard of the trade.
Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently, someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
Oh, kiss my ass.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansed?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it. Don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcops. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides,
Foreshadowing.
I do that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
This is just you deciding if you're ready.
Let's.
Yeah.
This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Alright, I think I am going to go ahead and save it right here. Because this is a long mission. And I have to get up early tomorrow.
Yes, it's understandable. Well, thank you again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, well, tomorrow all day, we have quite a lineup with Rail starting us off with his good old playing of Fire Emblem Three Houses. We will have Free Birth on Morrowind, and No Talk on the Nonary games. I think we may have a few others, but I can just barely remember our schedule anymore.
I can't either. It has been changing quite a bit. And then the weekend after that is the subathon, if I remember.
Yes, Friday and Saturday, the 12th and 13th, Mr. Rail will be plowing his face through Tears of the Kingdom. Let your friends know, let your wives know, we be playing games up in here.
We be playing games. And then the week after that
is the charity stream for Tukayyid Day.
Yes. And I have to play the goddamn crab game.
Crab battle.
Crab battles. Sweet. All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us. And, yep, we will be back tomorrow. And we will see y'all soon. Say goodnight, Storm.
Good night, Storm.